number 3, working with queries and nested query. So we will now move to the experiment number 3 part. Experiment number 3 part. So in this experiment number 3, so in this experiment number 3, we will be taking up nested queries and queries between two tables, experiment number 1 and experiment number 2. You can see here 101, 2, 3, 4 has to be created. In experiment number 2 also 101, 2, 2012 has to be created. And then we have to impose union, union all, intersect and minus. So these are the operations which has to be taken up. So for that we are now working on the experiment number 3 content, that is working with queries and nested queries. So let us work now. So what was the aim was, we have to first see the set operations, thereby we have to work on nested operations. So now create table employee 1, number, name, age and salary. Now I am hitting on the run button towards executing of table 1. Table 1 is created. Next one, I am hitting on experiment number 2, so that we will be having experiment number, name, age, salary and department number. That is the second table towards creation. So now you can see that table 2 was created. Later on, I am taking 4 insert commands, 101, 102, 103 and 104. Anil, Ravi, Kiran and Varma. So hitting on the run button. Now you can see that row 1, row 2, row 3, row 4 are created. Fine. After that, now let us see insert operation, the data manipulation language command. We have experiment number 2, employee number 2 with 101, 102, 201 and 202. So with Anil, Ravi, Kishore and Satish with the remaining attributes with their ages and with their salaries. So I am hitting on the run button towards execution. So now again we can see that the databases are created with 4. So let us take some wildcard entries and then see. So select employee number from EMP1. Similarly, then select employee number from employee 2. These are the two tables. So for clear understanding, we will have these justifications. So you can see 101, 2, 3, 4 are taken up. Next one, we are going to have employee number from employee 2 database. So I'm running here. So again, you can find 101, 102, 201 and 202. There are 4 operations at this point of time. Okay, now what was the query telling? Now the query was telling select employee number from employee 1 union employee number from employee 2. So we need to have a commonality of the terms at this point of time. So what are the two common elements? So earlier we have 101 and 102 in employee table also. So 101 and 102, only these two fields are going to be recorded. So let us go to the technical parts once, and then we will have a clear-cut understanding here. So now we can draw a Venn diagram at this point of time. We can draw a Venn diagram here. So in this model, we can say 101, 101 and 102, right? 101 and 102, these are common, and 103 and 104. 103 and 104, these are going to be the elements here. 201 and 201 and 202, these are common at this point of time. If I'm going to call it as union, it will be 101, it will be 101, and it will be 102. So if I'm going to call here as 101 followed by 102. If I'm going to call it as union all, if I'm going to give it as union all, then what it is going to take up was, it will be 101, 101, 102, 101 again, then it will be 102, then it will be 102. But if I am going to say intersect, then the answer will be the common elements, that is 101 and 102. If I am going to give it as minus here, then I will be getting 103, 104, or it will be 201, and it will be either 201 or 202. So this is all regarding the overview of getting the set operations, union, union all, intersect and minus. So you will have a duplicates. We will have the duplicates. Then we are going to work with the union all operation. Fine. So now let us move to our existing SQL part. So what will be the union? What will be the union at this part was, we'll be having the two fields 101 and 102. Only those two will be taken up. So 10, we have union. From these two tables, so the answer should be 101 and 101, 101, 2, 3, 4, all are coming. Yeah, all are coming. So now let us see this union all. Now 101 and 102, they will be duplicates, right? 101 and 101 will be duplicates. So now again you can see here 101, 2, 3, 4. Again you can see 101, 2, 3, 101, 2, 201, 202. So 101, 102, they are repeating for twice. Why it is repeating for twice? The reason was, we had made a prototype called as a union all. Next one. Here we are now working on a complex model queries. So in this complex model queries, what we are going to take up was, we are working on a select command, and this select command, what it is going to take up was, it is telling that you can make a union operation between two tables, employee number name, employee and employee number name, but their salary should be greater than 3,000. Their salary should be greater than 30,000. So if such is the case, so first of all, we will understand whose salary was greater than 30,000, whose salary was greater than 30,000 in employee 1 table, in employee table 2. So I'm hitting on the run button. So now you can see here 101, 2, 3, 4. These are the 4 records. Greater than, now our task was to find greater than 30,000. Even 30,000 will not be satisfied. So we will be having 101 record, 104 record. So 2 records has to be taken up. Next, what are the records which will be in employee number 2? So here again you can see it is 101, 40,000 rupees. Now you are making a union operation for this query. Now what will be the answer was, there are two records which are taking from employee 1 table. There are only one record which is meeting the greater than condition 30,000 in employee 2 table. So altogether, if I am executing this query, I need to get only 3 records. So let us see whether this interpretation was correct or not. So still we are going to get only 101 and 104. So we didn't get this values from union greater than 30,000. We didn't get this. So so 101, 104, we got 2 records. The reason was 101 Anil is going to be only 1 record. So you can check the justification I will show you. So 101 Anil, salary was 45,000, and now you can see here 101 Anil, salary was 40,000, but still there was a overriding operator. The reason was you made this command. You made this command that it should merge. It should merge both the table employee 1 and employee 2, and it has to display. So that is the reason why this command has given only 2 rows. So now you can check here. We are going to have this union operation. So union, it is going to give 101 Anil, that too especially from the employee 1 table. So similarly, select employee number from employee 1 and intersect from employee number 2. So now you can see the intersect operation 101 and 102. They are going to be quite common between employee 1 and employee 2 tables. So let us see how these experiments are going to execute. So I'm hitting on the run button towards convenience. So now you can find employee number 101, employee number 102, which are common in both the tables, are going to be the outcomes here. Next one was, we need to check the same operation, but the same operation we are going to make this with a intersect operation. We are going to do this with a intersect operation. So what is the record when we are going to make an intersect operation? That has to be understood. So earlier we have only 2 records when we made a union. Now the commonality was only 101. The reason was 104 was existing in only employee 1 table, but not in the employee 2 table, right? So you can see this glimpse. So 104, it is going to take part in employee 1 table. 104 was not available, but you can see 101 is common and 101 is common. So that is the reason why when we made an intersect operation, that is the reason why when we made an intersect operation, now you can see only 101 Anil record is going to come up into the scenario. Fine. Next one was to display the content of employee number 1 table minus employee number 2 table. So if such is the case is going to happen, now you can see 101, 2, 3, 4 are the entities, 201, 202, 101, 102 are the entities. Now if I am making a minus operation, if I am going to make a minus operation, only things in the first table will be displayed. That too we will exclude the intersection part also. That too we will exclude the intersection part also. That is what we say. Now we are expecting 103 and 104 are the 2 answers what we are going to be interested when we are going to make this minus operation. But yeah, so let us hit on the run button to see how the minus operation is going to take up. Now you can see only the things which are in employee number 1, that is 103 and 104 are going to come into picture. So 103, 104 only are in the employee 1, 1 and 2 are going to be in common, therefore those two records will not come at all. So that is all regarding the minus operation. Then what was the other condition was, the other condition was we have to make a minus operation at this point of time. When we are going to make a minus operation, now we need to make this which is greater than 30,000. So which is greater than 30,000. That means in 103 and 104, whose salary was greater than 30,000? So it is 25,000. Another one, 103 was 25,000. Another record was 40,000. So only one record is the answer what we are going to expect at this time when we are going to make a minus operation. That too when we are going to make with a conditional check. So I am hitting on the run button. So towards verifying this, so only 104 Verma is going to appear when we are going to make a minus operation as this point of time. Next one. So next is a demo to make a nested query. So when we are going to work with this nested query model, now select employee number, name from employee, where salary is greater than all the elements, that to the elements which are going to be in the subquery part. So select salary from employee 2 where age is greater than 30. So first this inner query will be executed. That is select salary from employee where age is greater than 30. If age is greater than 30, so what is that age greater than 30? That too we are going to see it in employee 2. So age is greater than 30. Yeah, we will get it. Anil's record, we will get Ravi's record, and we will get Satish record. 3 records are there. And for all the 3 records, you need to verify. So the conditions what we are going to apply was the record should be in the employee 1 should display the age should be greater than 50, should be greater than 40, should be greater than 32. So whose is going to fit? So at this point of time, hit and see what the answer was. So you can see here Anil's record, that is 101's record, is going to meet up the condition. So that is what we are going to provoke at all operation. So even though there are 2 conditions, 40, 30 and 36, they are greater than 32, but still this is not possible because I am going to use a clause called as all. So next one was, you can check this command also. The select employee number, name from employee 1 where salary is greater than any that to select salary from employee where age is greater than 30. So first of all, we will work on this query, that is any anything. It can be option A, option B. At this point of time, we are going to use the OR operation. But when we are going to make an all, that means we are going to use an AND operation. So now you can see here salary from employee 2 where age is greater than 30. This was the composition. So let us see how the subquery execute first. Select salary from employee 2 where age is greater than 30. So age is greater than 30. Now you can get one record. You will get this 102 record. You will get this 202 record. We will be getting 3 records. 102, 201 and 202. 3 records we are going to get. So in any one, the thing can be greater. And in any one, the thing can be greater. So because we mentioned this, any. So let us see the answer. So I'm hitting on the run button. So we'll be getting 101, 104 and 102. Why we are going to get? So 101 greater than 30. Next one 104 greater than 30. then we are going to get 102, which is greater than 30. So that is why, because we mentioned any, that is 1 plus 0 is equals to 1, 0 plus 1 is equals to 1, 1 plus 1 is equals to 1. So if any of the case is satisfied, the records will fit. But in the earlier condition, we are making an all operation. 1 into 0 is 0, 0 into 1 is 0, 0 into 0 is 0. Only one true case. 1 into 1 is equals to 1. Only that is the true case. That is the reason why all the three conditions should fit. So that was the basic difference what we are going to check. Next one. Let us see and work with this command called here as a department number is 5, 6 and 7. So what is department number 5, department number 6 and what is department number 7? So here we are going to have 101 record, 102 record and 104 record. So these 4 records we are going to verify. So let us see whether the 3 records are going to come or not. So only the 3 records, that is department number 5, department number 6, department number 7 are going to come into picture. So employee 1, employee 2 and employee 3 records are going to take up. Now let us see the another model, how we are going to treat this in form of a subquery. So first the inner query is going to execute, that is select department number from employee 2. So department number I take 5, I take 6, I take 1 and I take 2. So 5, 6, 1 and 2. These are going to take up 5, 6, 1 and 2. And select star from employee 1 where department number is 5, 6, 1, 2. So we have 5, we have 6, we have we don't have 7 at this point, we don't have 8 at this point, and we even don't have 1 at this point. So now we can see that even though there are 4 records which are fitting 5, 6, 1, 2, but the commonalities are 5 and the commonalities are 6. Therefore, only the first 2 records are going to be taken up. That is 101 and 102 are going to run. So I'm hitting on the run button. So to see that whether the 2 records are going to come into picture. Yeah, you can see 101 Anil's record, 102 Ravi's record. They are going to come into the thing. So let us see, this is what we call it as a nested query. Nested query. And so in nested query, we can say inner loop works, inner query works first, and the output is given to outer query. Okay, so this is happening. But now let us look into another scenario where this scenario is bringing us with correlated nested queries. So what is correlated nested query is the outer query table, outer queries table, that is employee 1 is used in the query table. So that was the difference what we are going to analyze. So here we can check the constraint employee number name from employee 1 where exists, select star from employee 2 where employee 1 dot department number is equals to employee 2 dot department number. So where is this employee 2? It is a local variable, that is it's the employee table, that is in the inner loop itself. There is no ambiguity. So employee table 2 is coming from the inner loop. There is no ambiguity, 100%. There is no excuse or what we can say. We can take it grantedly, we can use it. But what is this employee 1 dot DNO? Where is this coming? I didn't mention employee 1. Employee 1 is coming from the outer loop. Employee 1 is coming from the outer loop. So one loop is related to another loop. The output of the inner loop is related to the output of the inner query is related to the output of the outer query. So that is what the core item it is going to take up. So now you can see that employee number name from employee 1 where existed. So we need to have the commonality. So we need to have the commonality. So 5 is equals to 5. Yeah, I can take up 5 is equals to 5. We can take up. So 5. Yeah, we can take up 5 and 5. Then we can take up 6 and 6. Yeah, we can take up 6 and 6. Only these two are common, right? So these two are exist. That is, we'll get 101 Ravi. Excuse me. We'll get 102 Ravi. Excuse me. So these two are the things we are going to interpret again. So hitting on the run button. So 101 and 102, they are going to come into scenario. The same query we are going to take up. That is, employee 1 is used in the inner loop. And the operator what we are going to change was different. What was that operator different? Not exist. So that means things should be in EMP1 and things should not be in EMP2. What are the things which are in EMP1? It is 103, it is 104, which are in EMP1 and which are not in employee 2. So that was the scenario what we have to bring up at this point of time. That means we should expect Kiran and we should expect Varma's record to be part of the database retrieval query. So you can see 103, that is Kiran, 104, that is Varma. So his content is going to be taken up. These are all regarding part of the correlated nested queries. So what we have taken up a part of this exercise. So in this experiment number 3, we started with set operations. There we discussed about union, intersection, union all, minus. Then we made up the nested queries. In this nested queries, we taken up with all operator, we taken up with any operator. So any operator, it is going to be an OR operation, all of it is going to be an AND operation, then in it is going to fit up a range there. Thereby we talked about the nested queries, a query inside another query, we call it as a nested query. And thereby finally we talked about the correlated nested queries. So in correlated nested queries, what we mentioned was the correlation that the outer query database is going to be part of the inner query database query. So that is the highlight what we situated towards the correlated nested queries. This is all from the experiment number 3.